And yes, Winona, this is Jade, by the way. Winona will be a little bit silent today. She has a little bit of a cold. But you know what? I applaud her for showing up and for doing this. This shows her dedication.
Hey, you guys. Yeah, I sound like a frog today. If someone kissed me, I turn into a princess.
Well, you're a princess every day, I think. I don't know. But anyway, welcome to the Women's Cave. And you can see that it's going to be semi-serious today because we have the little fireplace here in the back.
Not the antique fireplace.
Not the antique one, but, another one. So it's going to be semi-serious, but we are so pleased and honored to have our guest today. But first, before we get there, I am going to show you what we are the authors of the And I Thought series. And I Thought Divorce Was Bad, and I Thought Being Grown Up Was Easy.
Plug.
Yes, we plug. We have to plug here. I'm sorry, you guys, but it is what it is. So, yes, you can pick these up on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com. And we are 2 of the 5 to 7 authors. And also, we are in a group called the And I Thought Ladies. So now we're going to introduce our guest. We are very pleased to have her. She is makeup extraordinaire. She makes sure my hair looks nice all the time. Marquita, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Marquita Simon. I've known these ladies for a number of years, and I'm actually trying to grow my own YouTube channel right now. And I'm also a single mother of 2, and I am very excited to be on the show with you guys.
Oh, thank you. We're excited to have you. So we are going to talk about something that's very interesting, immature dating. And how do we go from immature dating to mature dating?
Can I just say one quick thing?
Yes, please.
I didn't know you could talk this much.
I can talk a lot. I can. I talk a lot. Well, not really, but,
Yeah, this is astonishing to me. I need to catch a cold more often. I'm sorry, Marquita. We were talking about immature dating.
Yeah,
see, my immaturity is showing.
No. Always doing something. But let's talk about when you knew that you had to change the person that you were looking for to date. When did you know?
Well, I can't really pinpoint when I knew, but I felt like I had like an epiphany after I read a book. And I can't remember the name of the book, but the book was really good. It taught points about what standards that women used to have and the standards that they had now, and the way that women are not making the guys do the things that they did before, like holding doors, paying for dinner and things like that. So once I started seeing like a lot of my relationships going down, like literally down the drain, I started thinking and reevaluating, and I started reflecting back on the book that I read, and I said, well, maybe I need to start making some changes in the way that I approach men and the way that I allow men to approach me. So somewhere in between the time of me reading the book and all of the relationships going down the drain.
Oh, I completely understand it. This is why your words of wisdom are awesome, first and foremost.
Because they came from experience.
Yes,
it came from experience, and that is one of the best teachers. And as we always say, there's wisdom all around you if you are open enough to accept it.
I also wanted to say quickly, this is why you are in our second book. In case y'all didn't see enough plug-in, she is in this book. Right. That's why she's in this book, because she has so much experience and so much wisdom. And I just want to say, what you're saying right now actually works, because we're at this age where we're stuck in between where we used to know what love used to look like before the technology boom, and we also know what love looks like now. And so when we go out to find a relationship, we're actually at this age where we're in between the two. So I was just talking to somebody, 3 weeks ago, and he's like 40 years old, and he was saying that it's kind of hard to find a mix between, opening the door, paying for dinner. And, if you're dating someone who's 20 years old, they're like, don't open my door, I got this, don't text me back. Why are you texting so much? Do I take a phone call? Do I not? Exactly. So we're stuck in between that age, and that book and what you're saying is actually just dead on perfect.
Indeed it is. And
it took years and years of this I mean, because before I didn't have the standards, and I'm not going to say I'm 100% with my standards now, but I just have so many more standards, and it feels like, actually getting to know a person, actually allowing them to be a gentleman, actually allowing them to open doors, things where as though before, the Netflix and chill, you just come over and then, okay, or you bring some drinks or whatever. And then, automatically you want to get too close too fast. So I just begin to feel like, let me get to know these guys. Let me see what their interests are. Let me see what they have to offer me. Let me see, what I can benefit and also what he can benefit from me. If I look at the situation now, like if I'm not dating you with the hopes of marrying you or looking at you to be someone to be my husband, then it's no need in us even conversating, dating, texting, whatever.
Exactly. And I just have a quick, like, off the wall question. Did you write down your standards? Were you like, these are the things that I absolutely must have in a
No,
man?
I didn't write my standards down, but I feel like that's a good idea. And I think I'm to the point now where I can start sitting down and brainstorming certain things. I mean, I just started with small things like, I have my own apartment. I'm a mother of two. So, I don't need to have each and every guy come into my apartment, interacting or meeting my children, especially if you're not going to be serious. I need to understand if you are serious. I need to understand if you are serious before you even meet my children. Let's go out, let's hang out. You don't always have to spend money. Let's go take a walk in the park. I actually prefer to date and go for a walk in the park or go get ice cream or sit down and have coffee because it gives me the opportunity to talk to you and see who you are. Whereas though if you go to a movie, you're really not interacting with that person. You're sitting there watching the movie. So you're really not getting to know them. Not saying that I don't like movies because I do. And when I
Yeah, I totally understand that. And I'm 110% behind that whole not going to the movies so much theory, because when you're in a new relationship, what's really important is to get a conversation going so you can know from the first 5 or few dates if I need to cut this mess off or we can go on and get to
yes,
the next level.
yes. And see, before I never even did that. Like I used to rush into everything. So now I'm just slowing down and taking my time.
I think that shows maturity because as when you're younger, everything has to happen faster because you've got things to do, you've got responsibilities to handle, and your decision making isn't based on experience; it's based on what you see. So, like after you get some experience, knowing that you need to slow down, take that moment, take a breath. That's awesome. I love the fact that you said that you're not going to bring every guy over because not every guy is relationship potential.
Indeed.
Know that.
And having those standards, oh my goodness, having those standards is so huge right
It's
now.
important. It is so important because as Jade, I always say, I don't like people who waste my time because that is the ultimate disrespect to me. And if I waste my own time, then I have just disrespected myself. So if I know going in, I had a list before I got married. I had a list. Like I wrote it down. These are the things I will not stand in a man. And if I saw them, I'm like, well, it was very nice to see you, but you have to walk away now.
That's funny that you say that because around the time that we met, I was in between. I think I had read the book shortly after we met, but I remember you having your standards, and I remember you being like this. And when I was younger, I was like, I want to go out, I want to have fun, and this and this and that. But now I see why you had a list. You know what I'm saying? So now I see why I actually need to create a list for myself, and I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, it's very important. And on that list, make sure that it's hard to stick to it. I can tell you honestly, it's hard to stick to it because I was married and divorced. And one of the things that I did, I saw 2 things on the list that I was like, I will not ever take. And then I was like, oh, I love him. And well, now I'm divorced. And yeah, I don't think I'm doing that whole relationship thing for 1 minute more. And then I had a fiance and I was like, oh, I see these things, but I'm gonna let that go. And so immediately I ended up with no fiance. It's so important. Stick to the list. Learn from me.
It is important to have the list and stick to it.
It crumbles sometimes. You somebody and think you're gonna be with them for the rest of your life, and they'll show you a whole nother side of them that you never even knew they had. So that's why it's very important to get to know a person, before. I think that's one of the main key points that I learned as far as, not dealing with immature dating anymore is at least getting to know a person, actually getting getting to know a person, taking the time out, like not just a couple of months or something like that. Really get to know a person, because you can know a person for 2 or 3 years and you look up and they doing something that you would never think they would do.
Exactly. Once again, I can attest to that from my own experience. I lived through that. Knew him for 4 years, and I was like, I know everything about him. 2 months after we were married, I was like, dang, you know that though.
That's
also,
true.
can I say one thing real quick? Welcome, viewer. We're so happy to have you. Keep viewing.
I'm so happy to be with you guys.
Thank you. And I think that's just about us.
Oh, one more question real quick. Since you now know what you're looking for, what qualities do you have specifically so we can help all the rest of us out, especially this divorcee right here?
Oh, can you repeat it again?
Okay, so what qualities are you specifically looking for? Like,
oh, I'm definitely looking for, 1, a family guy, 2, someone that is connected with God or has some type of relationship with God. 3, someone who is, I'm not going to necessarily say financially stable and has drive to want to better themselves or see themselves climbing some sort of a ladder. You know what I'm saying? Because some people work at McDonald's for the rest of their life. No, I want to be able to increase. I want to be able to, do a lot of things. So has to have a relationship with God, has to have a job and drive, not only just a job, like drive, want to do better. And also definitely a family man. So I also have other standards or whatever, but those are probably like the 3 main qualities that I'm looking for now.
absolutely. And I'm glad that you came on and shared that with us. And I hope you write it down later.
Yes.
Because remember, when you're going out and dating. One final question. Are you dating now? And if so, how does he match your qualities?
Well, I do have I'm not going to say a specific or a certain someone, but there is someone who I started recently dating, and he is like the total opposite of someone that I would normally date. So, and I believe that he does have those qualities. We've had a few conversations about all 3 subjects, and I mean, it's like a breath of fresh air because he's just so different. You know what I'm saying? I'm so used to the complete opposite, and I just find myself with being older and going through these things and realizing that, if you're going to continue to deal with the same thing, you're going to have the same outcome. So I'm at the point now where I'm ready to just try something new and something different. So, and I mean, it's exciting, I mean, I'm really interested in what he's interested in, and it's something different. So it's like I'm learning something, and I never knew it were guys like this that existed. So I'm extremely happy. I don't know if I should say that we're dating or whatever now. I hope
you're getting to know him. You're getting to know him.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Where can they find you?
My YouTube page is Marquita Simon, and I also have a Facebook page, Trust Simon, and I also have a Snapchat that would be Trust_Simon, and I look forward to meeting everyone. So, and I'm very grateful to be on the show with you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Nice to have
so
you.
One last time before we go, we have to plug. These are our 2 books, and there will be a 3rd one coming out soon. Marquita, you cannot laugh. I'm doing my plug. Anyway, it's coming out soon. And it's And I Thought Divorce Was Bad, and I Thought Growing Up, and I Thought Grown-Ups Had It Easy. You can find them on Amazon.com and BarnesandNobles.com. As always, you can contact your ladies at ladies@andwethought.com.
You can follow everything we do on our website at www.andwethought.com. We thank everyone for coming to see us today,
and have a great couple of days, months, weeks, whatever. And just remember what we always say: wisdom is all around you if you are open to.
If you're open to it. So peace and love from Winona
and Jade.